Our scripture reading today is Exodus 17, 1 through 7. From the wilderness of Sin, the whole congregation of the Israelites journeyed by stages, as the Lord commanded. They camped at Rephidim, but there was no water for the people to drink. The people quarreled with Moses and said, "Give us water to drink." Moses said to them, "Why do you quarrel with me? Why do you test God?" But the people thirsted there for water, and the people complained against Moses and said, "Why did you bring us out of Egypt to kill us and our children and livestock with thirst?" So Moses cried out to the Lord, "What shall I do with this people? They are about ready to stone me." The Lord said to Moses, "Go on ahead of the people and take some of the elders of Israel with you, take in your hand the staff with which you touched the Nile, and go. I will be standing there in front of you on the rock at Horeb. Strike the rock, and water will come out of it, so that people may drink." Moses did so in the sight of the elders of Israel. He called the place Massah and Meribah, because the Israelites quarreled and tested the Lord, saying, "Is the Lord among us or not?" This is the word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
Exodus is so honest and raw about God's people, the Israelites, who have been wrestling with their concepts of God, complaining a lot, and grappling with this big question: is God with us or not? The people in this scripture passage had already endured a water crisis at Marah, where the water was bitter. At that time, they moaned, "What are we to drink?" Except, I think it was a bit more intense than that, because Moses cries out to the Lord. Now, Moses doesn't just pray or humbly ask. He cries out, "Hey God, I need some help here," and is given the means to make the water sweet. The Israelites have already been through the experience of being provided manna in the desert, where God fed them for 40 years. Exodus 17, 1 through 7 tells of another water crisis, the one at Massah and Meribah. As I contemplated, discerned, and reflected on this scripture passage, I was troubled in my spirit about the water crisis. How can I read this passage and speak about these water crises and how the people reacted to them, and not think of Flint and Standing Rock? How can I not talk about our Michigan neighbors? How can I not lift up my ancestral people? If the people of Flint are patient, the leaders won't set the ongoing water crisis as a priority for action. They won't care enough what happens to the people of Flint to do something. Unless the leaders become thirsty for something different, they won't put their energy into helping the people. At Standing Rock, I asked myself, isn't it the people's impatience and their determination that they deserve to live and have clean water that gives them the energy and the dedication to push against those in authority, to endure the extreme conditions and camp out throughout the North Dakota winter in tents, to preserve what is sacred to them? Isn't their impatience justified when their cultural memory is one of broken treaties, negligence, and oppression? Can the people of Flint or the people of Standing Rock persevere while watching the power-hungry, obsessive leaders risk the lives of their loved ones? I believe that impatience can be a powerful motivator, if balanced with the ability to sit with ambiguity for a while. In these situations, the impatience of the people is a source of motivation and personal power. However, there is a delicate balance between appropriate impatience and the need for instant results that our culture has ingrained in us. The demand for instant results is seeping into every corner of our lives. Our electronic devices provide instant downloads. Retailers offer same-day delivery. Smartphone apps eliminate the wait for a cab, a date, a table at a hot restaurant. Movies and TV download seemingly instantly. However, this culture of instant gratification comes with a price. Overall, I think it is making us less patient. We need to be aware of this and the need for balance and be willing to wait within reason. The Israelites were beyond reasonable waiting. Wasn't it the impatience of the Israelites that led Moses to petition God on their behalf? The Israelites expressed their perpetual discontent and complained and quarreled with Moses because there was no water again. These people, for whom God had shown up time and again, fall right back into their usual pattern of grumbling, moaning, and questioning, and giving Moses a really hard time. We're used to seeing this impatience in a negative light. But as I pondered a moment ago, is the impatience of the Israelites a bad thing? Was Moses thirsty? Did he feel his thirst, or was he just willing to suffer through? Wasn't it the impatience of the Israelites that lit the fire under Moses to get him to see that this was not an okay situation and to petition God about it? Maybe he just couldn't deal with hearing one more complaint. At any rate, Moses cries out to the Lord, "What shall I do with this people?" And I find it interesting that Moses cries out to God because the people are driving him crazy. Not because there is no water. Of course they're related, and of course God knew that. But even Moses is showing his impatience in this moment. Consider this. What if the Israelites had never questioned their leader? What then? Would the story of their travels and travails have ended there? But they did question. And what happens as a result is another of these iconic experiences that we hear about in the desert, where the relationship between God and God's people is being forged amid grumbling, questioning, hardship, and the miraculous workings of God. We all grumble and are impatient. Apparently we're all thirsty. The people of Israel were complaining to Moses about their dire water situation. Moses tells the people, "Why do you quarrel with me? Why do you test the Lord?" In reality, it is understandable that the people complained. They probably saw him as the instigator and architect of their troubles. They asked, "Why did you drag us out of Egypt to have us die through here?" Maybe they thought Moses should have foreseen the hardships that seemed to be around every corner. However, God had guided and protected the people time and again over many years. But isn't this a very human reaction? However much we have experienced God's power and care for us, however many times God has provided a way out when we felt totally trapped, or water when our spirits were parched. When an entirely new experience comes up and leaves us with uncomfortable feelings of insecurity again, Don't we grow impatient and wonder, can God really handle this one? Friends, don't let obstacles or fear blind you to the power, potential, and community that is available when you bring your patience into the situation. God has cleared the path, has given you strength, and opened a window when it seemed there was no way out. If you think back on your life, you know that's true. One thing I love about this story is that God instructs Moses to take some elders with him when he goes to the rock of Horeb. Sure, it's always good to have witnesses to miraculous goings-on, but think about it. Exodus 12:37-38 says, the Israelites journeyed from Ramses to Succoth, about 600,000 men on foot, besides children. A mixed crowd also went with them, and livestock in great numbers. So assuming that each one of these 650,000 males, had with him corresponding women, children, mothers, sisters, wives, the numbers of the Israelites could easily have been 1 to 1.5 million people. And then there's also the many other people that were with them, and a huge assemblage of livestock. So this group of folks traveling could easily have been 2 million people and untold numbers of livestock. So if God is fixing to deliver enough water from the rock to slake the thirst of this multitude, in my mind, it makes perfect sense that God would want some elders to bear witness to what could only be seen as an absolute miracle, mind-blowing, unprecedented miracle. Watering this great throng of people and animals once would be crazy miraculous. But the text tells us that they stayed there for 3 months. Wow. Just wow. The amount of water just staggers my mind. So keep that thirsty throng in mind when no one, including you, can see the way ahead. Stand firm in your faith and expect to see the Lord working ahead in the situation to make a way for you, to produce a gusher of possibilities. Now, just because you stand with God does not ensure that your tomorrows will be revealed to you when and how you think they should be. You can prepare the best you can, that's a good thing. But be clear that only our Creator knows tomorrow. Only she knows what's down the road or around that next corner and knows the timing of all of this. Through this ancient story of the people of Israel, the Jews that Moses led from enslavement and oppression under Pharaoh, we see the characteristics that we demonstrate today have very ancient roots. When we are parched to the bone, when everything seems so dry that it is crumbling to bits beneath us, we must remain in a state of readiness, but not expect instant results. There's that balance. Stand in your faith. There is a rock just up ahead. When the time comes, and you'll know when that happens, strike that rock with the staff of your abiding faith in God's presence, and the water will come forth. Give thanks, praise God for the miracle of your perpetual deliverance, and let our divine beloved's miraculous mercy, grace, and abundant love permeate every crack and crevice of your parched soul. And all of God's people said, Amen.
Amen.